Good morning, homesteaders. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jessica. Welcome to the Bear River Homestead. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make apple pie pancake syrup. This is one of my absolute favorite recipes. Everybody loves it. My kids adore it. They use it on pancakes, French toast, in their oatmeal. It's just such a versatile product to have in the pantry. It's super simple to make. Even the beginning canner can handle this with no problems. And it's also a really great way to use up apple scraps. Right now we're dehydrating apple chips, and I'll be doing another video on that here in a couple days. But we have a lot of leftover peels and cores, and instead of just throwing them away, we actually cook them down and make apple cider, which I then turn into my apple pie pancake syrup. So what you're going to need first off is about 5 pounds of apples that you've peeled and cored. Reserve those peels, and then you're going to need a large pot, big enough to hold all of your peels and cores and be covered completely with water. And that's what you're going to cook down into your juice. You will also need around 4 quart-sized mason jars and a water bath canner because the juice is acidic. We will only need to water bath can it. Do be sure to double check your canning times for your local altitude. I'm canning at 7,000 feet, so my times are going to be drastically different than for the vast majority of y'all. Okay, I will be back in just a minute to show you what our peels and cores look like once they have been cooked down. Alright, so in our pot we have the peels and cores from about 5 pounds worth of apples. We've filled the pot up with water just enough to cover the peels and cores. We're going to let it boil down until everything is nice and soft. The cores will get soft, and you can tell that the liquid has turned into this nice apple juice, apple cider color. Once that's done, we're going to strain the liquid off. The peels and cores are going to go to the chickens, and then we're going to use the liquid that will now be apple cider to cook down into our syrup. Okay, so I have strained off the peels and the cores, and that's given us about a gallon of what is now apple cider. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the pan. And remember, we are adding equal parts apple cider and sugar. We'll get this on the stove. So we've got our cider on the stove. I've added the sugar. Now it's just coming to a simmer, so we're going to go ahead and add about half a tablespoon of cinnamon. You can add more or less depending on your taste. And we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. Going to give that a good stir. You want to cook this down for about 20 to 30 minutes, but remember, because of the natural pectin in apples, as well as the amount of sugar that's in this syrup, if you cook it too long, you're going to wind up with apple jelly. We will be back when this is ready to go into the jars. Alright, so our syrup has been cooking down for about 20 minutes, and it is ready to go into the jars. I have a couple of quart-sized jars that have already been heated up. Always be sure to put hot ingredients into hot jars, or your jars can crack. And I am going to leave a 1/2 inch headspace in each jar. Do be extra careful when you're doing this. This is hot sugar, and if you get it on you, it will stick. Alright, we're almost there. Alright. So we'll remove the funnel. Always, always, always be sure you have a clean, wet rag and wipe the rim really well. Any food particles or liquids that remain on the rim can prevent your lid from sealing properly. So you'll place a clean lid in the center, place the ring on, and tighten just until fingertip tight. And then we'll put this in the canner. We're going to process these for 25 minutes, but I am at 7,000 feet. If you are around 1,000 feet in altitude, you would process for 10 minutes. But before you do any canning, be sure to double check the canning times for your altitudes. We will be back as soon as these guys have processed, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so we are here with our finished product. I got 4 quarts of syrup out of this batch. Now this will be good on the shelf for up to a year, but before using, do be sure to check the lids. Make sure they're still sealed properly. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Do be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up to date on all of our most recent videos.